Let's actually run SLS deploy stage dev-v. So even when I pass a default stage here, I usually tend to pass -- stage, just because that makes it more clear to me what's happening. But for the region of US East 2 and for our profile of serverless tutorial, I don't usually add those flags in, just because I know already what's kind of getting deployed. So you can run it like this. I personally prefer to always add stage into the command. That's just from a habit. But you can also do -v like this. So I'm going to change this back and then put -v. So this is now going to deploy it with verbose. And we're already logged into our serverless enterprise account, so we should see this populate here in a second. So after this deployment goes through, we should then be able to see it. And we can see here that the serverless enterprise solution actually does some safeguard checks. So it checks to see what we're doing. The biggest one is wildcard IAM role statements, right? So it's automatically checking to see, are you giving too much permission to this function or not? And if you're not, great, it passes. And if you are, it's going to give you a warning on that. And you can actually go into the serverless enterprise solution and you can set what you want to throw errors. So for instance, let's say, wildcard IAM role statements, that throws an error. So if anybody tries to put that into your code, it'll throw an error. And that's not a hacker or something, that's just somebody on your team, right? So, if you got Joe and you've got Sarah and they're both working together, this no wild IAM role statements, if anybody tries to add that, whether it's Sarah or Joe, it's going to throw an error. It's going to prevent them from doing it. And if your company really values not making security very open and making sure that the security rules are extremely important and built in, and I would recommend that, then this will prevent it from even deploying to AWS unless it matches these safeguards. And you can actually go into this somewhere in here, I can't remember the exact location, and you can actually modify that, and then it will allow you to break the deployments. So it's very cool. All right, so we've got this deployed and we've got the dashboard set up already. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to close down these tabs over here just for the time being. I'll leave this all app up just because we might review it at some point. There we go. So the SRA backend's up. We've got one function. It was deployed 38 seconds ago. That's good to go. Take a look at the API or to the Lambda function and see what happens. So now let's go to services and then Lambda. There we go. So this is up. All this stuff is good to go. In the next video, we're going to test the Lambda function. We're going to set up a few more things, get everything good to go. All right. So I'll see you in the next video.